Hello everybody, welcome back. In this video, I'm going to introduce you to dictionaries, Python dictionaries. They are powerful data structures that will allow you to group your data. And in this case, similar to lists, you will have your data separated by commas, but each piece of data is actually a key and value pair, meaning each value is going to have a key. And that key, think of it in this way. It's like the variable name. You have a variable name and the value of that variable name. So you'll be storing these pairings of key value, key value, key value in your dictionary. And I'll present you with the first example. So as you can see here on the screen, right, before I run the code, I'm going to point you to, you have a dictionary here on the first line, right? And the first key value pair that I want to point you to is right here. They're separated by a colon. There is a colon. And the key of the first item, is artist. That's the name of the variable, artist. And the artist is the artist name. And that is the value. The value is Paul Gauguin. Okay, so it is a pair of key and value. Then the next pair, they're separated by a comma, right? The next pair, each pair is separated by a comma. Here you have your first pair, here you have another pair, the first pair that I point you to, and they are separated by commas, just like in lists. You have the commas, right? Just like in lists. But again, each data item has a key and a value, key and a value. So the next one right here that I'm going to show you right here, the next pair, the key is city. And you can make it anything you want. It has to be a string for the key. Any name you want for your variable name or keyword, you refer to them as keywords or variable name. I'm calling it variable name, which is very common. But in Python, lingo is key. Okay, it's a keyword or key. And the value in this case is Paris. So the name of the key is a city, and the value is Paris, right? If you had a different artist, say Picasso, the value may be somewhere in the south of France, right? St. Paul de Vence or some place beautiful. And the next pair that I have here, in this case, the key is country, right? And the value of the country where Paul Gauguin is from is France, right? So you can collect data and group it in this manner, which is very nice because now you're adding more information. When we were doing lists in the previous lesson, you will be just listing, for example, Paul Gauguin, Paris, France, and that's fine. That can be very valuable too, depending on your program. But here you have extra information because you're also collecting the key, the keyword or variable name in your dictionary. So dictionaries are extremely powerful, right? So at this point, why don't we run some code? So I'm going to run the first line of code, and all it's doing is assigning that dictionary to a variable name, the my underscore dict for dictionary, right? The other thing that you have noticed is the dictionary is enclosed by these scrolly brackets. It's very important to remember that between the scrolly brackets, you have your dictionary with the keys and the values, and they close with scrolly brackets. If you remember, lists did not have scrolly brackets. Lists, on the other hand, have square brackets. And that's what we did last time, the square brackets. So here we don't have square brackets for the dictionary. We have the scrolly brackets, and then the dictionary stuff inside. All right, so then let's continue running our code. I just ran the first piece of code that assigned the dictionary to my underscore DICT. So if I print it, you're going to come back and you're going to see the dictionary. And as you can see, it has the scrolly brackets at the beginning and at the end. You have the scrolly brackets, right? At the beginning and at the end. So let's do it again. Scrolly beginning, scrolly at the end. And inside, you have the pairs separated by commas. So here, your first comma, second comma. Let me try that again. You have your first comma right here, your second comma right here. So that means that's separating your items. So you have the first item right here, the second item right here, and the third item right here. They're separated by commas. Item with a keyword and a value. So in this case, like I said before, the first one is right here with a key artist and value Paul Gauguin. The second one is right here with a key city and value Paris, and then key country and value France. So that's how you're starting to organize your dictionaries. So that's the first introduction to your dictionary. In the next video, we're going to talk about dictionaries in terms of objects. As you remember in the previous lesson when I talked about lists, we discovered that lists are actual objects, and so are dictionaries. So we'll be right back, and I'll talk to you soon. Take care.